Hello! So just as a little disclaimer here, this video has nothing to do with New Mexico Heritage Rail or 2926, but I thought you guys would find it interesting anyway. Around 2 weeks ago, Scotty invited me, Henry, and Matt down to their annual steam-up down at Ironwood Farms and allowed me to video, edit, and upload this video, so thank you to him. Without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy, and learn.
You know what I just realized? What term has faded?
Want more?
Yeah.
Throw this in there. It's weird.
Mess. Worked with them all day. By the end of the day, it's like all slipped back.
Who knows? Ow, I'm on fire now. Burn.
Spin it out hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Go ahead, Snowy.
trick I need to teach you how to do.
Oh yeah?
And
And
start turning.
Trying to load it on the cart, right?
Oh yeah. Let's put it on the cart. Right?
We'll load it up on, we'll put it on ramps. Fine. Boy, I smell food now.
In the mid 1800s, the Industrial Revolution was in full swing. Man was building, moving, and industrializing faster than ever before seen. Thousands of stationary steam engines would run just as many factories. Locomotives and steamships would then disperse the factory's goods across state lines and oceans. During this time, another type of steam machine would take the world by storm. The traction engine, a machine that had many forms and jobs during its widespread use. These engines were not confined by rails, but instead could run where they were needed as long as the landscape was traversable. They also had incredible strength and torque, being able to pull things more than twice their size, making them great for logging and pulling goods where rails couldn't reach. A train of carts moving through the countryside at a top speed of 2 miles an hour was not an uncommon sight. However, the traction engine wasn't just a hauler. They were also utilities. Their flywheels could be hooked up by belt to other belt-driven machines, like this thresher, that separated the grain from the stalks of crops. All of these factors made the traction engine perfect for farmers. Speaking of farming, this traction engine has a spool of cable underneath its boiler. This cable allows the engine to pull a plow across fields, speeding up the plowing process.
That's true. Honestly, like most gas engines are kind of more explosive.
You're about to hit anything, I'll shout.
Traction engines were used not just in the country, they also had a purpose in the city too, moving equipment and helping construction of buildings and factories. Some, like the steamroller, compacted the roadways for wagons, the newfangled automobile, and other traction engines. In 1914, the First World War would break out in Europe, the first major war where machines and industrial might clashed. Artillery, equipment, and tanks would need to be moved behind the lines. The traction engine would show its might once more, many transporting cannons and even the first tanks. However, the next World War would be the death of the traction engine. As World War II came and went as the biggest war in history, a new machine would rise up from the ashes. The internal combustion engine. Trucks would pretty much mark the death for the traction engine. They were easier to run, maintain, and were more reliable overall. I was lucky enough to get to experience what it was like to fire a boiler for my first time. I got to fire the cart, which was probably the funnest thing I've done in recent memory.
So I'm gonna try and a videographer and be fireman at the same time.
Yeah, we could open the dampener a little more. Put a little more in as well. Put the big guy in. Get in there.
Then at 60.
How's that fire look now? So I'm going to inject water. First turn on the steam, this is the injector. And then you turn on the water. So it makes that noise. Now we're injecting water.
Colder today.
Nope.
No, good.
Colder things freeze.
I mean, it is nice.
Yeah. Well, like we couldn't fire a week ago because it was cold. There we go. The cart runs 3 separate engines that are all doing different jobs on the farm. The first is a corn miller that's connected by belt to the cart's main engine.
It wants to do it by itself. That sounds awesome. Actually having it under load.
The second engine on the cart's boiler is hooked up to a corn shucker, which shucks corn, obviously.
Neat. Why are you kicking it? Stop. It's already dead.
Precision adjustment.
The third and final machine that's hooked up to the cart's boiler is a restored mineshaft winch that connects with a cable with a makeshift mineshaft.
That's a leak.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, it's ringing. It's just quiet. You gotta really yank on that switch.
I'm sorry, Rob. I kind of feel a little silly now. Do you know this one
Don't
guy
drop her.
who's good at metalsmith? That's me.
Good job, Andrew.
As the people came and gone and the sun started to set, we decided to take the Aultmon Taylor on one last run to take some photos while the lighting was still good.
Right about there. That looks awesome. Crank the other way.
However, like all good things, it was time to end the day and put the Aultmon Taylor back on her blocks.
Listen.
Give her all she's got.
He has it under, Scotty. Good job.
And here we see the wild mate in his natural environment.
Not on camera, please. My kryptonite, I shall start dissolving.
Here we have seen him, we are seeing him take a camera down from his current setup.
Please.
He seems to be conversing with a wild Scotty who has appeared. Yes, this is an exceptionally rare sight. Wild Scotties only come out when steam engines are active on the farm, which does not happen very often.